What answer did you give to God this morning? That's the question. It's a great question, but the answer is always important. Great. And it's always asked of us, that question. So what is that question? We wake up in the morning, realize that we're alive, right? Realizing that if we realize that we're alive, then we know that we're connected with life. God is life. And so we say our good morning, Jesus. Then somewhere, sometime, definitely for all of you this morning, from the time you woke up to now, he asked you the question. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here this morning. And the question is, how many loaves do you have? How many loaves do you have? He's not concerned about the donuts and all that you're going to be eating and having pretty soon, after Mass. Not those loaves, not those donuts or whatever goes along with the coffee. But it's, how many loaves of faith do you have? What's your faith level this morning? How are you doing believing in me this morning? So you answered whatever your answer was, but it took that, right? A yes to cross to the other side. Okay, it takes faith to cross to the other side for St. Mark. So we cross to the other side of whatever street you got in the car to come to this encounter this morning, this Mass, which takes faith so that you don't think it's just a little sharing time to get together and enjoy each other's company, and we're so welcoming, but that we're going to participate in this sacrifice and to receive this gift of Jesus himself. Takes faith to do that. So we answered, depending, right? 2 loaves. 6 loaves, depending, right? The gift is there, given. It's that level. We just say, thank you, Lord, for not asking me right when I get out of bed. Thank you for at least letting me wash my face. Then for me it was, okay, already we had our half-hour of meditation and 15 minutes of prayer, and to get me, to the chapel, that I've got to acknowledge the question. Yeah, I've got whatever the amount is, whether it's 2 loaves or whether it's 22 loaves. The Lord looks and says, that's enough. I can deal with that. I can multiply those loaves. I could deal with it. And off we come. Did he ask that question to Adam? He was, but he didn't know where Adam was. He knew where Adam was, but Adam didn't know where he was. And he asks Adam, where have you been? I want to ask you how many loaves you have, Adam. Adam says, I was hiding. Good answer. I was hiding. What's the hiding? I was hiding. He's already got a couple of loaves because he's connected and believing in this God who created him to the point where he's saying, I don't want to face you. I want to face you. I want to hide. because of what I did. And maybe I acted out of 2 loaves. Or not even that, acting because I didn't believe that you could still love me for what I did. So I'm going to go hide. And so he never got around to asking him, how many loaves do you have, Adam? Adam was just locked in himself. All that. Very low. Do we see God in the talking to Adam having the same sort of compassion that he had when he looked at the crowd who were hungry? Jesus looked at the crowd with compassion and said, let's feed them. Sometimes we look at God as this boom, Adam sinned, Eve sinned, out. We're talking about God here. God with the same compassion that he had for the crowd, hungry, let's feed them. The same God looks at Adam, looks at Eve, and says, you're hungry. I know it. Only you went to the wrong tree. You ate the wrong. And so let's get it right. Let's get it correct here. I'm not going to disown you and write you off. I'm going to keep giving you loaves, loaves, loaves. You might think it's 2. You might think it's 6. You might think it's so few. But anything like that in my hands, I can multiply. This is what this love dynamic is going on from the get-go. Okay, I've just pictured, did it say they're east of the garden? East of the garden. That means that the sun is setting on the garden, and this rising sun is pushed off to the side. Okay? So this is the dynamic happening in our lives every morning. How many loaves do you, what a God, always concerned. And he's always giving us those loaves. We appreciate it because we know he can do a lot with them. Praised be Jesus Christ.